Welcome back. All right, now that my Canucks therapy session is done for another few months, I feel better. All right, every now and then you need to get those out. That's part of how this channel started, was just those I need to vent. I might as well just turn on the webcam and vent. And nobody's going to listen. Here we are. So news of the day, and this is almost all injury news. Ryan Pulock's out 4 to 6 weeks. It's a lower body injury for him. This is at a tough time because the New York Islanders are just coming back from that 13-game road trip, and I'm sure they were looking forward to, getting back on the ice and turning things around, and this will make it a little more difficult. Pulock is such an important defenseman to the Islanders. This means even more of that responsibility now going on Pulock. We're going to need to see if Dobson can step up in his absence. And so it'll be interesting to see how Barry Trotz balances out the defense for the New York Islanders. The Florida Panthers, it's week to week for Sasha Barkov. They're saying lower body injury, which of course we saw it. So yeah, it's lower body injury, which is not as bad as they had initially feared. Doesn't need surgery, so that's good news. But again, the week to week is problematic because Florida has been off to this amazing start, and losing Barkov could eat into that. Victor Arvidsson returns tonight to the lineup for the LA Kings. The LA Kings, of course, points in 8 straight games, and one of 2 California teams that are absolutely red hot at this point. We'll see what Arvidsson can do for them. He was in the midst of a bounce-back year with LA. I know that the goals aren't necessarily where you'd want them to be yet, but I think he's played well for the Kings, and hopefully we'll start seeing some goals from him as well. Vegas Golden Knights have put in a waiver claim. They've claimed Adam Brooks from the Montreal Canadiens. So he moves from Toronto to Montreal, and now he's in Vegas, along with Amadio. So another forward picked up in Vegas, saying, what's a salary cap? So, yeah, we'll see how things go for Brooks in Vegas as they continue to make moves and deal with injuries along the way and all that fine stuff. So, yeah, hopefully Brooks does well. I like Brooks, but I understand why he ends up on waivers too. Byram is with the Colorado Avalanche. He's not fit to return yet from concussion. There was an article today on The Athletic about Byram's ongoing injury problems and concussion problems and all this. So it is an issue because for Byram, very young, a lot of potential, and there's some debate about how quickly he was brought back from injuries prior. So yeah, hopefully for Byram, he's able to come back and play and stay healthy. But if you read that article, there are some troubling things in there, because there are times where young players will get sidelined by injury and their career might never reach that height that's expected of them. I really hope that doesn't happen to Bowen Byram. The kid's got a lot of talent, and he's only 20 years of age. So here's to hoping he's able to get back to full health and get in the lineup as soon as possible, as long as he's ready. For the Seattle Kraken, they're trying a lineup change tonight. Soucy is out. Hayden Fleury is in. We'll see if that sparks things. The thing for Seattle, though, is it's really been just trying to get those saves when they need them. The goal scoring has been okay. It's just they don't get the saves. So they'll have all the opportunities. They're doing really well. And then the puck goes the other way and it ends up in the net. And that's a problem. Can't be doing that. So one thing that I've always said with expansion teams, what distinguishes the good ones from the ones that struggle is usually the goaltending numbers. And whether you want to say it's the goaltender or it's the defense in front of them, either way, it's that defensive aspect of it that if it's not quite where you want it to be, that's going to be a problem. Matthew Boldy was activated by the Minnesota Wild from injury. He was sent immediately down to Iowa of the AHL. We'll see how long he's down there before he comes back up. Boldy, a well-thought-of prospect. Minnesota, of course, got off to that fantastic start. It slowed down a little bit for them. Having Boldy in the lineup and healthy and good to go could go a ways to turning that around for them. And, of course, yesterday, Kyle Clifford was acquired by the Toronto Maple Leafs, Leaf fans knowing him pretty darn well, for future considerations to St. Louis, and he was immediately sent to the Toronto Marlies. So, yeah, Clifford is down there, and we'll see when Toronto calls him up and how all that goes. And, yeah, so there you go. Just a quick little news video for all you fine people. Thank you so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing right through. You just happen upon this video. As I've mentioned in other videos too, I will have in the link in the description for this video to the West Coast Kids donation. And they emailed me, and there was a huge jump in the donations from the channel. Thank you guys so much for that. We are now over $2,000 in donations. Blew them away. And so towards the end of the month, I'm going to throw in a pretty decent donation of my own as well. And which I do periodically during the year anyways. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for that. If you can, like I said, $5, even just $5, it helps. $5, that's a meal to a family, and it helps. So whatever you can do, thank you guys so much for that. And hey, if you haven't already hit like and subscribe, what are you waiting for? I will talk to you guys again soon.